Hello and welcome to the Week 9 edition of the Wilkes Journal-Patriots High School Football Rundown. I'm Assistant Sports Editor Brandon Marie.
And I'm Sports Editor Zach Colburn.
And we're here to recap each of the 4 Wilkes County High School football games from Week 9. The East Wilkes Cardinals are still undefeated after facing what was their toughest test of the season on Friday night. The Cardinals fought their way back from a 22-7 halftime deficit to knock off Ashe County 31-28. East Wilkes scored 13 points in the third quarter thanks to 2 Andrew Nance touchdown runs to draw within 2 points of the Huskies. In the fourth quarter, kicker Carlos Aquino connected on his first field goal of the season to give the Cardinals the lead. But the Huskies responded with a Colin Ellis 10-yard run with just 5.5 minutes to play to retake the lead. With just 2.5 minutes to play in the game, sophomore quarterback Bryce Vestal found receiver Jared Wood streaking down the sideline for a 46-yard touchdown pass. After the 2-point conversion, the Cardinals recovered a pooch kick on the ensuing kickoff to seal the win. For the game, Cayman Bryan ran for 116 yards on 27 carries, and Nance had 101 yards on 16 carries. Both running backs are closing in on 1,000 yards for the season, as Bryan has 802 and Nance has 919. Vestal, who has completed 65% of his passes since taking over for the injured Chris Ward, went 4 for 7 on Friday for 76 yards and a touchdown, in addition to running for 42 yards and a touchdown on 9 carries.
Up the mountain in Sparta, Wilkes Central spoiled the homecoming festivities for Allegheny with a 40-28 win. The Eagles jumped out to a 34-6 halftime lead behind 4 Andrew Bynum touchdowns and a 35-yard pass from Dalton Combs to Justin Parsons. Allegheny put together a solid comeback in the second half as they scored on all 3 of their second half possessions, but the Wilkes Central lead was just too much to overcome. Bynum ran for 225 yards on 14 carries for the game, which is more than 16 yards per carry. Friday night was Bynum's 4th game this year with more than 200 yards and his 8th in triple digits. For the year, he has nearly 1,600 rushing yards and 23 touchdowns. Combs maintained his spot as Wilkes County's leading passer as he threw for 158 yards and 2 touchdowns. He is just 22 yards shy of 1,000 passing yards for the season.
Over in Millers Creek, the Blackhawks halted a 3-game losing streak as they held on to beat Elkin 20-15. For the game, the Elks ran nearly twice as many plays, had 3 times as many first downs, and had 76 fewer penalty yards, but couldn't beat the Blackhawks defense when it mattered most. West Wilkes had 3 interceptions in the game, 1 each from Trenton Walsh, Alex Ortiz, and Zach Green. 2 of those picks came in the red zone, and twice the Blackhawks turned the Elks over on downs inside the 10-yard line, including a pivotal stop with just 2 minutes to play in the game. The Elks had one final chance, trailing by 5 points with the ball on the West Wilkes 31-yard line, but Walsh dove in front of the Elks' Hail Mary attempt as time expired. For the game, Walsh went 2 for 5 for 80 yards and connected on his first touchdown pass of the season. J.C. Dixon was on the receiving end of that 75-yard strike in the second quarter. Caldwell ran for 119 yards in the game, his second 100-yard game of the year, and scored a pair of touchdowns, while Walsh added 73 yards on 8 carries.
And out in Boonville, North Wilkes ran into a Starmont team looking to avenge a Week 8 loss to Wilkes Central and fell 54-13. Peyton Mullins led the way for the Rams as he ran for 123 yards and 3 touchdowns on just 10 carries. Running back Brandon Prescott also recorded 3 rushing touchdowns in addition to a 42-yard interception return for a touchdown in the second quarter. North Wilkes quarterback Dylan Bogus had a hand in both of the Vikings' touchdowns. In the first quarter, he ran one in from 11 yards out, and in the fourth quarter, he found Daniel Pruitt for an 18-yard touchdown pass. Bogus threw for 30 yards in the game and ran for 38. Jarrett Grimes ran for a team-high 72 yards on 22 carries. Next week, the Vikings will host Ashe County, who is tied in second place in the conference standings with Starmont and Wilkes Central. West Wilkes will be on the road at Allegheny, while Wilkes Central will be at home against Elkin. And the Cardinals will look to remain undefeated on the year in a tough matchup with Starmont and Boonville.
As always, be sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at WJP_sports. And this has been the Week 9 edition of the Wilkes Central Patriots High School Football Rundown. We'll see you on Friday night.